with me, your man, Louis T. Welcome to the 2019 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2019 NFL Draft. We're talking wide receivers, and this next receiver we're going to talk about is a guy that a lot of people are enamored with, and he's a very polarizing figure in this draft. Some people love him. Some people aren't as fond of him. I tend to fall somewhere in between. All right. Nothing's as good as it seems. Nothing's as bad as it seems. Somewhere in between, reality falls. That's what a wise man once told me. And that's pretty much how I feel about Hakeem Butler, wide receiver out of Iowa State. He has some things you flat out can't teach. He's got size. He's got length. He's got speed. Now, his hands aren't always the best, but then when you start to question his hands, he makes some crazy acrobatic one-hand catch and makes you forget about all of the senseless drops that you might have seen on tape. I can tell you this, with the rare combination of size, length, and speed that he has, this guy has a chance to be a game changer at the next level. He also has a chance to be out of the league within 5 years. It's up to him to decide which of the two will end up being his fate. Nonetheless, there is talent here to assess, and that's what we're going to do watching his film. 6'5", 227, so he's a big guy, as I mentioned before. 3-year receiver out of Iowa State, 37 games in total, 110 career receptions for over 2,100 yards and 18 scores. This is a guy that had a breakout year in 2018 with 60 grabs for over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's had a catch, at least one catch in each of the last 2 seasons in every single game. And here's a guy with some massive games, including the one in 2018 versus Oklahoma, which is when he first got on my radar, watching that game early in the 2018 season and watching him destroy them. This is a guy that averaged over 22 yards per catch in 2018. And over the last 2 seasons combined has averaged over 18 yards per grab. So he's a big play receiver. He's physical. There's a lot to like here. Let's take a look at what Hakeem Butler brings to the table. We're going to take a look at some games from 2018 because that's where he did most of his damage. So we start in 2018 versus Iowa on the road. And we start with this performance. And on this first route, I need to see more of this physicality away from the ball. He literally takes his man and runs his ass into the third row of the bleachers. All right. That's what I want to see from him a little bit more often. Don't see that enough from him for as big and as physical as he can be. Right here, I'd like to see him use his frame to shield the defender away from the ball. You're a big guy. Go up and attack that football. Don't wait for it to come down to you. You're taking away the advantage that you've been blessed with when you wait for the football. Watch him wait for this ball. I'd like to see him go attack that. All right. Yeah, the corner's all over you. Jump. Make the official pull the flag out of his back pocket, but don't stand there and wait for the rock to come. That's why he didn't get the call on that play. Go attack the football. If he attacks the football, yes, that defender is there early. Yes, that's PI. You don't attack the football though. You make it look like a bang bang play and the defender gets the benefit of the doubt there. Here, this is just a simple drop on an outbreaking route. There's a question as to whether the underneath defender got a piece of that or not. Yeah, concentration can be an issue there because, that guy's flashing his hand in front of you and he may have gotten a piece of that. I'd like to see you catch that either way, though. I really would. I mean, it's not the easiest catch in the world with a guy flashing his hands there, but catch the football. All right. And that's one of the questions people have with Hakeem Butler at times. Can he catch naturally? I think the answer is yes, but sometimes you see those and they make you question. I think that defender got a piece of it. Nonetheless, let's go to Oklahoma in 2018. And this was the breakout game for me. This is when he jumped on my radar. This first play using his frame. Remember I asked him to start boxing out dudes with his frame? That's how you do it right there. Box the guy out. Don't give him access to the football. You've got that big 225-pound frame or whatever it is at 6'5". Use it. All right. Use it. There aren't going to be too many 6'5", 225-pound corners. That's for sure. This is nice blocking on 3rd and 2. I told you I want to see more physicality from him as a blocker. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, take your guy and remove him from the equation. I don't want your guy being the guy that impacts the play. And that's what he did there, essentially on that play, making a good block there. And this is a nice little shimmy after the catch and yards after the catch. So here he comes inside on a simple stop route. Look at that little inside outside route, right? I mean, move right there on a little shimmy, on a little hezzy to break that dude off and get some extra yards in the first down there. That was nice. And that's nice for a big guy his size too. Keep that in mind. So this next play here is him again using his frame. And then I call this adult run after catch. All right. These are little kids, man. And he's an adult and they have to respect their elders here. And this is an adult run after the catch right here. This is silly Oklahoma defenders. Touchdowns are for adults, man. Y'all are kids. Stop playing with me, man. Okay. That's an adult run after catch right there. That's nasty too. And he's big and I like that. Here, again, back shoulder bully and more adult run after catch, man. Dude wasn't ready for that back shoulder bully game. And so he went down and now I got to go to the crib, make a house call. This guy has the ability. You see these big plays that he's stockpiling on top of each other here. Nice body control on the sidelines and good sideline awareness too. To get that foot down. Again, let me remind you, this is not good on Sundays. Gonna have to get that second foot down, but you're in college football. All it takes is one. That gets it done. I'm not mad at you, but at the next level, somehow I'm gonna need you to bring that second foot down, maybe a drag instead of a jump and a tap. Either way, that's good in college football, man. That's a nice catch. Good body control there for a big guy. Right here, I'm nitpicking, but I need it. You know, anytime the ball's in the air and it's in your general vicinity and you got a shot at it, I'd like you to catch it. And so on this play, I'm being a little nitpicky, but I think this is a ball that's catchable. Hey, bruh, dive, man. Don't do that. Don't come within inches of the football and make me feel like I overthrew you. Dive, bruh, dive. This next game here versus West Virginia at the crib in 2018. Right here, he's working for food, man. I love this blocking here on the outside. Guy comes your way. All right, let's get into action then. That's physical. That's nasty, and I love it. I could go without this second push, though. This is bonehead football. Don't do this. Everything you just did could be erased by blocking the back when the guy's running out of bounds. That's dumb. Don't do that. But the first block, that was savage. Put that guy on his back. All right, this next play, I love this because this is straight GMG. And when you as big as he is, I love GMGs. That's all we got. Grown man grab. All right, go up and get it and let him know you with it. And that's what he did on that play. Here, this is a nice little slant on the cornerback. He's breaking him off. You step on his toes and then break him off right there. Ooh, that's a big guy running a nice slant route there, man. Get you some nice little yards after contact there. You get an additional 5 or 6 on that slant. That's a nice route for a big guy, man. You don't see big guys running clean routes like that very often. That's a nice route. So here I talked about GMGs. Here's yet another one. And you got to love the way this guy uses his ability to go up and get the football. That's another GMG. We got. That's a grown man grab right there. Go up and get it. All right. Don't allow the football. You saw earlier where you allowed the football to come to him. No, go and get it. You're 6'5". Go and get the football. He did it right there. And here, it was a nice little release versus press. And he's going to draw the pass interference down the field. And again, with these bigger receivers that win 50-50 balls, just throw it up sometimes. You may just get a PI. You don't know what's coming your way. But this is the game right here that set it off. This Kansas game, this was ridiculous. Here. This is what we talk about when people have some apprehension with Hakeem Butler. It's because of drops like this. Nice play by the quarterback to get out. Ball hits him right in his hands and you'll get another look at it. Yeah, he's disgusted with himself because he knows he's supposed to catch that. That's a catchable football. It was right there. He needs to catch it. You get a better look at it right here. Quarterback gets out of the pocket, rolls to his left, does a good job of squaring his body and making an accurate throw here. And there's no excuse for this. Right through the wickets. And luckily for him, this wasn't picked off because defender in the right place, right time, that could easily be a pick and no telling what happens after that. But here, this is a slant and a catch in traffic. And look at what he does after this catch. That's not an easy catch, first of all, ball behind him. And then this is when I realized, damn, this dude is actually really fast. When he pulled away, and again, he's playing against Kansas. I don't know how fast they are, but that's speed right there, folks. You know, I noticed he had some get up against Oklahoma, but watching this play here, he pulled away from these guys. And that's speed right there. And he had to wait for that football. It was behind him, as you can see there. And then the explosion and acceleration to just pull away from the rest of the field. That's pretty, man. That's game changer right there. That let me know that he had a chance to run sub 4.5 at the combine. And that's exactly what he did. This next play, this is my favorite Hakeem Butler play of all of them. I know a lot of people love the one-hander he had in his final collegiate game. This is my play right here. This is my shit. Cause that's a GMG right there. And then this right here, that little pitch to the side, like, man, stop playing with me. He sunned that dude by just tossing him aside. Like he was a fourth grader and Hakeem Butler's in the ninth grade. Like, stop playing with me, man. Goes up. That's a nutsack grab. Look at his nutsack all in the helmet. Got to wipe the ball fragment and juice off his helmet. Then he says, hey, man, get off of me. Stop playing, bruh. Seriously. Put that ball away, though. Stop playing with me. Get off of me. I got to go score a touchdown. That's nasty. Ugh. That's nasty. I love it. Want more of it. This next play, I'm nitpicking here. All right. Your quarterback's in trouble. Turn up the field and make yourself available. Don't just stand there. Oh, I'm covered. I'm nitpicking, of course, but I'd like to see him make himself available there. On this play, he's working for food here. Look at him blocking out here. Look at him putting in some work, man. Driving this dude all the way to the sidelines, getting him out of the way. I'd like to see big guys impose their will against defenders, and he did it there. Watch him do it again. All right, out in space. Go get somebody and go get a taste. And that's what he did, man. Taking this dude and running him out of the way. And again, I just like to see big receivers be big, not just as receivers, but also as blockers. So we move on to Texas in 2018. And I like this play here because he threatens the cornerback with speed, steps on his toes, and then comes back to the football. That's a nice job of creating separation versus zone coverage. Here, this is a nice adjustment to make a play on the football. I'd like to see him get his feet in bounds here, but that's a nice adjustment on the football. It's thrown slightly behind him, towards out of bounds. But I'd like to see him make this good on Sundays, because folks, this isn't good on Sundays. And you know, I got a problem with that. It's cool in college to get your 1 foot down. I need you to make this good. And that's not even good in college. He stepped out of bounds there. You're 6'5". I need you to find a way to get 2 feet down inbounds there. But I'm nitpicking. Great adjustment in sideline awareness here. I talked about his sideline awareness or lack thereof on the last play. It's a great adjustment like he had on that last play, but this time he got his feet down. That one is good on Sundays. And then this last play, exceptional hand usage to separate off the initial jam. And then I love the fact that he is able to make a contested catch there. That corner is right there. I talked about Chris Boyd and how I like him out of Texas. That's not bad coverage at all. That's just a grown man grab, a GMG. That's all we got. That's not bad by look. Chris Boyd locates ball. He's right there in phase, gets up there. His hand is in there. That's good on Sundays, guys. Okay. That's a hell of a catch with a guy draped all over you. Love that from Hakeem Butler. And finally, we finish up with his bowl game versus Washington State, the final game of his collegiate career. Kudos to him for playing, and I'll tell you why a little bit later. But here, this is a straight drop, straight through the wickets. And this is why people have some issues with Hakeem Butler at times, because you get those from time to time. This here is a nice post and a nice little bit of run after catch. So you run the post, and there's some good hand usage right there to snatch that out of the air, and then you get a little bit of run after the catch. Ball put right there in stride, and nice run after the catch. Here, you can't stop on the slant. You have to cross face of the defender, or this will happen to you. And that's inexcusable. You know, quarterbacks, coaches, they'll kill you for that, because pick sixes happen when you stop on a slant. As a quarterback, you're anticipating slant and crossing the face of that defender. You can't stop. I don't care if you don't think you're getting a rock. Nothing stops you from crossing the face of that defender. And you saw what happened there, pick six. That can't happen. He's got to be better than that. Here, good speed out. And then I like this run after the catch. And we saw the Hezzy earlier when he spun inside, spins inside, stiff arm, switch ball hand. I'm nitpicking, but you see that defender come from behind. If he came with an aggressive punch or a bolo punch or a stick-up kid, that could have easily came out. Put the ball in the outside hand. I'm nitpicking, but that's a good run out the catch. Here, this is a beautiful release up the field. All right, undersized cornerback, way too close. He had to get blessed. All right, I like that. And we see these big guys going in the slot. All right, look at this. He's in the slot. And watch him. You too close, man. You an undersized dude coming inside. Man, if you don't take this two-hand smack, get out of here. And then up the field he goes. And that's a nice job right there in the slot of winning immediately. He did his work early. We talk about guys in the post in the NBA. Do your work early. He did his work early. It paid off late there. So you get a corner blitz right there. One-on-one with the safety. Quarterback identifies that. And he wins to the outside. Back shoulder throw there. Nice little adjustment to the football. That was simple pinch catch there. You get the cornerback coming on the blitz. That tells you right there, you got one-on-one with the safety. Go get that. You know, I would like to have seen him throw it up and allow Hakeem Butler to potentially run under that, but a good adjustment by Hakeem Butler to get that football and make that catch. Here, this is scary. You want to know why guys don't play in that last bowl game if they're not playing for something big? Look at this. Look at his leg buckle here on this play. Right there on that. Oh, on the side. That is scary. Yeah. Glad to see that he was able to get up, not only be okay, but come back in this game and play. But that's the reason why dudes elect not to play, and I don't blame them. Kudos and big ups to Hakeem Butler for playing in this game. And not only did he come back and play in this game, he made a catch like this. I said the Kansas play was my favorite play. If somebody said that this was their favorite play, I can't argue with this. I mean, this is ridiculous. All right. That is dumb. And that's every bit of that 6'5" frame and that wingspan that he has going up. And for all the people that question his ability to catch the football, there you go right there. There's really not much more to be said. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. Every bit of ups he has, every bit of that frame he has, he went up and he went and got that one. Dude swiping down at the ball and his arm, still able to come down with that one. I mean, I don't know what more can I say? I really don't know what else to say about that grab other than that was ridiculous. And Hakeem Butler, man, finished up strong in this game versus Washington State. And here is the final play we're going to look at. This is a quality catch and adjustment away from his frame on an errant throw behind him. Again, for those who question his hands, he makes plays like that where that's not a good ball from the quarterback at all. It's not an easy catch. And yet he still was able to make the play. So Hakeem Butler is an interesting case study because there aren't many guys that you see come into the league with his particular set of skills, length, size, the ability to run at a sub 4.5. This guy is really intriguing. Like I said, he is fascinating. A lot of people are polarized by Hakeem Butler. I look at him and I comp him to a guy that I wasn't that high on coming into the league, played at a smaller school, lit it up. And the tape wasn't all that, like the tape was somewhat impressive, but it really wasn't. It wasn't eye-popping, but he got into the league and he proved the Detroit Lions right for having so much confidence in him. In Kenny Golladay, who had a breakout season in 2018, over 1,000 yards receiving. Hakeem Butler has that kind of potential to be a big play receiver in this league. Again, I still have my doubts about Hakeem Butler. I'm not all the way on board with him. But this guy's talented. Again, much like many of these receivers in this draft, he's got some flaws in his game, but he's super talented. Dude is uber talented. And I think, again, much like I've said with every single one of these receivers and just about everybody in this draft, I've said it before, I'll say it a million times more. It's all about scheme fit. You know, scheme and fit, where you land, how you're being coached, and how you're utilized. And we'll see where Hakeem Butler lands. And we'll see if he's able to maximize all the talent that he possesses in that 6'5", 225-pound frame. So that's Hakeem Butler and his draft prospects 101 breakdown. I'm your man, Louis T. Thanks for joining me. Remember, if you like what you saw There's plenty more where that came from. A lot of videos in the archives. Help yourself. Subscribe to the Louis T Network for more great content. Also, check out the podcast, Louis T Network Podcast, available on Stitcher, Google Music Play, TuneIn, iTunes, and of course the website, louistnetwork.net. I'm your man, Louis T. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not, I repeat, not the best NFL coverage it could be. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.